cannonball. Go little lady, loo. Well, here's his daddy Claxton, his name forever stand. He belong remembered in the forces of the land. When the mighty rush is over, curtain around us fall, we'll rise home to glory of the Wabash cannonball. Go little lady, loo. Thank y'all. Welcome back. We're glad to be back. It's been a pretty week, and it's been a pretty hot week. Like it's kind of getting into July already, but it's not. Weatherman thinks that too. And all these folks out there cutting hay, I see some fields out there that I would have jumped on them things last weekend. Just cut them up and had them baled already. But I'm glad I ain't doing that. I used to do a bunch of that when I was a kid. If you don't know, if you had never seen us before, I'm Phillip and this is Martha. We're called the Singing Conductors, and we're brought to you by the White River Scenic Railroad out of Flippin, Arkansas, and Sody's Fountain and Grill, which is also in Flippin, Arkansas, and those folks all over there say hello to you, and come on over and see them, check them out. We had on at Norfolk this weekend. There's the number right there, 1-800-305-6527. You can find out just about anything you need to know about either one of those establishments. At Norfolk, they had Pioneer Days this weekend, and our kids came up from Baton Rouge, and they do this reenactment stuff. Well, they got on the train in Flippin, and our daughter had on her dress, and the two grandsons had on their Civil War era outfits, and son-in-law had on a rebel outfit. Well, they got on the train, and we picked up a bunch of Yankee soldiers at Ship's Ferry, and he come on there, and they surrounded him pretty good. And boy, I know he done pulled out a blue coat and put on a blue hat, and he become a Yankee right there in front of my eyes. I said, boy, you just turned just quicker than the Dickens, you know. I said, look at this boy, he just turned coat. Well, anyway, we got on up to Norfolk, and up at the Wolf House up there, they had 3 big cannon, and that was a stronghold of the rebels up there. Well, old Major Wolf had he had shielded and helped a rebel soldier, and the Yankees come in there and took him away from him and hung him. So that's what all that skirmish was about, see. Well, they had 3 big old cannon up there, and they started popping them things off, and I tell you what, they had a lot of powder in there. And one of them, as a train pulled up there and stopped, and they started their skirmish, one of them popped off, and he blew a smoke ring about 8 foot around. That was just a perfect smoke ring. I started looking for holes in the train. It was pretty tough, and it was shaky pretty good in there. Well, they jumped off there, and they charged up the hill, and the son-in-law didn't last 45 seconds. He was laying out there on the hill. I said, you deserve that, boy. You changed over. Anyway, it was pretty authentic, and these folks come in from all over the place and do these reenactments. And I think it's getting too hot to wear all that wool, so they're going to kind of curtail it for the summer. I guess they didn't stop fighting the Civil War when it got hot, did it? Or cold. They just went right on mud or whatever. Well, these boys, they get too hot, they quit. Which is the best way to fight a war, I reckon, with blanks. Maybe we ought to teach that that'd be one of them things you need to teach out across the nations.
You know why the South won but lost the war?
Why?
You have to repeat what I said.
Why did the South lose the war?
We only had one cannonball. We had to keep sending somebody out to get
it. Had one cannonball, had to keep sending somebody out there to get it. Well, he'd get killed, and they have to send 2. Yeah. Pretty soon that cannonball, they had to take it and whoop that sucker back into shape too, because it got shaped like an egg.
And also this week we had We had some local people from this area riding the train.
Yes, they are.
We want to say hello to Ruth Braggs and her mom, Imogene. They rode this weekend. And Spencer Ray, Michelle Ray, it was her birthday. We sang to her on the train. Their kids, Abigail, Truett, Titus, and the in-laws, Molita and Mike King. We enjoyed having all those folks on board.
Sure did. And we got a letter yesterday from Queensland, Australia, from Springwood, Queensland, Australia. And it's from a radio station there, and they said they're playing our music, and their station is FM 101. Here it is right there, FM 101, playing our music on there. So we we like to get FM 101 playing it here.
Well, Ruth Bragg in charge of it.
I know she is. That's who I'm talking to, Ruth. What we gonna do, Mama?
We got another train song we'll do.
Another train song.
Another train song. We like to do these train songs at the beginning and at the end if we can. All right. Ready. Now freight train going so fast. Freight train going so fast. Please don't tell what train I'm on so they know where I am gone. Freight train coming round the bend. Freight train gone again. One of these days turn that train around and go back to my hometown. One more place that I'd like to be. One more place that I'd like to see. To watch those old Blue Ridge mountains climb when I ride on number 9. Freight train going so fast. Freight train going so fast. One of these days turn that train around and go back to my hometown. When I die, please bury me deep down at the end of Bleecker Street, so I can hear old number 9 as she goes on rolling by. One more freight train coming round the bend. Freight train gone again. One of these days turn that train around, go back to my hometown. All right. We contend with freight trains. We do share that line with the Missouri North Arkansas freight line and also the Union Pacific coal trains.
Which are about a mile long, some of them, and over. Takes them a long time to get back. We're going to, on in the show, we got a good show lined up, and we have John Wayne back.
By request.
By request, absolutely. And we promised him we'd get him back because he went through his little initiation there with the sound the last time. So John's going to get back in here and do a little stuff. I think going to do a little Roger Miller stuff, right? Talk about Roger Miller, do some of his stuff. We're also later in the show going to give away, we have a gift certificate from the Clinkin Beards over in Calico Rock. And what's the name of their store?
It's dry goods and it's the old soda fountain.
Old Soda Fountain. They got wonderful ice cream in there and all kind of clothes and
We're going to do
dry
that a
goods.
little bit later.
We'll fill you in further on that. We're going to give a tape away later on, so y'all stay tuned. What are we fixing to do here,
I
Mama?
think we need to go to commercial. We'll
Here
be
we
right
go.
back.
Y'all come back because we're going to stay here.